Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival brought to you by Asus Republic of Gamers. This is day number 8, week number 4, and we had an amazing set of matches yesterday, and we have an insane set of matches today. So today we're going to be having FS Esports versus RH Optimistic Esports at 8 p.m. in just a bit, and God Particles versus the winner of the previous game. So the one team is going to be playing back to back. So a lot of actions, and plus they will be facing God Particles. I mean, God Particles did win a couple of tournaments before this. I mean, so it's gonna be a tough game. I mean, Doctor, what's your take on how this set of games are gonna be?
See, these three teams are counted to be one of the top eight, and they are gonna play against each other. It is gonna be FS Sports versus RH Optimistic. Whoever wins is gonna fight against God Particles. All these three teams are supposed to be the best teams, are known
Yeah.
as the best teams. The player synergy is on point, and the strats, counter strats, everything everyone know about each other. Each and every player knows how the other team is gonna play and how the other players are playing it out. So this makes this competition more tough. This makes it more tough for the players to understand what is gonna be the next move, because everyone will try to do something different. Everyone will try to come up with new strategies. Everyone will try to come up with new gameplay changes, and that is gonna be the most exciting part of this entire gameplay today.
Well said indeed, because from what we had yesterday was an interesting set of games, and today I expect nonetheless it's gonna be same action. It's gonna be the same power-packed action coming in for today as well. Because both these teams, I mean, they're well known in the Valorant scene, and like what I'm expecting is complete aggression. Complete aggression, because one team has to win map number one and walk on to map number two, like in just a matter of minutes. And these guys have to keep grinding. I mean, it's going to be an interesting game.
Definitely gonna be an interesting game. That makes it more interesting that whoever is gonna win this today, if either FSC Sports or RH Optimistic Esports, whoever is gonna win it is going to play on another match that is a back-to-back second match. It's gonna be there. It is a consecutive match. The different play style is gonna come up from different teams. Because first they fought with a different team, now they are fighting with a completely different team. The strategies are gonna change. The map is gonna change. It is not a best of three series, it is a best of one match, and they are gonna either win it or lose it. Then they are gonna go forward or either win it or lose it once again. So the stakes are high, and the players are gonna be in huge trouble if they even mess it up a little bit. So the game is gonna be in their top form today.
All set on that. But so from what I can see, Vibe, one of my favorite guys to see in this lineup. I mean, I'm expecting Vibe to pop off some nice headshots, and of course, let's not forget Batman. I mean, these two players are who I'm going to watch out for. Batman and Vibe. So interesting players,
Don't
interesting game
forget
styles going to be
Kohli.
played upon. So, wait, who are who are your favorite picks players for these two teams?
I mean, first of all, everyone is on their top form right now. Batman
Well
beat
said.
Cortez, beat Dominic, beat Kohli, beat Cactus, beat B2. Everyone in this team is on their top form right now, and that's what I want to see, because these players are doing a wonderful job. I've seen them play just like 2 days before in a different tournament, and they were playing really good, really good. I mean, I can't stress it enough how well they played against some of the most beautiful teams, most professional teams in this entire Indian esports scene, and still they won it out. And all these players, be it Batman, Cortez, Dominic, Cactus, Kohli, P2, everyone is on their top form, and that is what I want to see as well. These teams in their top form, playing it all against RH Optimistic Esports today.
Yep. So we've got an action-packed lineup. I mean, it's just a bit before we go into the toss, and our admins are going to be setting up the match. Teams are joining into the lobby as we speak. So we're gonna be jumping into the game in just a bit. Again, this is gonna be FS Esports versus RH Optimistic Esports. And speaking of the journey, it's been a long run. I mean, we've seen almost all these teams trying to battle out. I mean, for quite some time, it did seem like a one-sided game for a couple of these teams. But of course, let's not forget that FS Esports first place Clutchers, which was a 13-0 win towards FS Esports. And of course, next they met X7, which again was a 13-2 victory. But RH Optimistic Esports, here's where it gets interesting. Their first opponent was M42 Esports. And as much as I expected M42 to give a stellar of a performance, Orange actually they blew my mind. It was a 13-7 game for their first match. That was RH's entry into this NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival. And now it's going to be FS Esports versus RH Optimistic Esports. Well, let's see how this is going to be playing out.
I don't
I mean, doctors, any
know.
takeaway?
I don't know if I should say it or not, but RH Optimistic versus FSC Sports, they just recently played and FSC Sports won against Team RHOE. But to be honest, RHOE gave a very tough fight. It was 13-11 line. So all these players who have we got, Immutable, Kawhi, Fox, IonQ, they are on a revenge right now. They want to take that revenge of their previous defeat. They'll do anything they can to win this all out, and that gets it more interesting. I want to see how Team RHOE is gonna come up, play against these players of FS Sport who they have lost against once. Will it be again another victory for FS Sports, or will RHOE come up with a different strategy, with a different gameplay, and they do something and win against them? Because RHOE, they are very good. I'm gonna tell you, IonQ, this guy, this is the guy we need to keep looking for. This guy with a jet can do anything he can do anything, can take
Certainly.
anybody's heads off. And where we got, let me tell you, if he gets his hands on a Sova, it's gonna be the end for the other team. These two players are someone that I'll be keeping a watch on, because these two are like,
Yeah. But if I
what
have to
can I
say
say,
some star
MVPs.
players, yeah.
MVPs, yeah.
But yeah, of course, if I have to say star players for OEs, I'm gonna give Vebe God. He's gonna be my top pick. But of course, his kryptonite is gonna be Batman, because both these players, I've seen them play close, seen these guys perform to their maximum, and I'm really not gonna shy away from both of them. But of course, oh wait, we got the map. The map is Bind. Wait, Doctor. I mean, like
The
the curse is
map
over,
with
man.
the recent
It would have been
changes.
Icebox, like
Yeah.
it would have
No
been Icebox, like.
icebox. Yeah, that's one of the best things. Like, it has been like 8 days, and this is only the second time that we are not seeing icebox in the first place. I mean,
True,
interesting.
true. Because let me give you a little bit of insights, chat. Whenever doctors come here for the casting, we always started with icebox. It's not happened only once, but besides that, most of the times it is icebox. And now we're gonna be starting with bind, and of course, the defenders are gonna be none other than FS Esports. They're gonna be the defending side on the attacking front. You got Webe and his boys gonna be going on an attacking front. Bind. Well, I got not my. I mean, I'm not going to predict much map advantage for the attackers or defenders, but of course, it is a map where you can pull off some insane strats. So let's see what these guys have in the book.
Definitely, let's see what these guys have in the book, because it is a journey for redemption coming up from Team Row, and it is a journey of pride for the players of FSC Sport. Will FSC Sport stay with the pride, or will Team Row get their redemption, get that revenge, and win it out against them? Is the main question right now. But I need to tell you, both of these teams, they have been playing with each other. We had a one El Clasico yesterday. It was Reckoning versus True Reaper. This is a semi El Clasico going on right now. It is going to be FS Sports versus Team Row, because every time I see both of these teams play against each other, it's a
Yeah,
treat to your eyes. It's literally a treat to your eyes, and that's what I want to see. I want to see how Team FS is going to play against Team Row after that journey of continuously winning against them with just a small margin of 1 or 2 round difference. How Row is going to come up
let's
with
not
their redemption.
it, let's not forget that the winner of this map is going to be facing God
God
Particles.
particles.
God Particles' record in this tournament is going to be. They started off with a team called For Fun, and that was a 13-0 victory towards God Particles. And of course, the next game was Entree Black, and that was a 13-7 victory. And the next game was God Particles' team Alchemy, where they got a 13-2 victory. So God Particles, and of course, seeing them in the other tournaments as well. They have been active. They have been playing around in a lot of tournaments in the Valorant scene, and in fact, they won a couple of them in the recent just a week's time, and they are in prime form. These guys are in prime form, and knowing that you guys are going to be facing God Particles, you really want to warm up those. You got to warm up your strats. You got to get something new in the cookbook because you got to cook up something new, man. Because it is God Particles. You are going to be facing one of the best teams out there, and of course, taking a look at the semi-final teams, we have Team Vision, Team Reckoning, Frags waiting for the winner between God Particles and the winner of this map. So a lot of pressure building up, a lot of momentum is going to be building up from the winner of this match. It is going to be an interesting set of games. Going to be starting in just a bit. Well, we're going to be coming back in just a bit. So the admins are getting up the servers, getting up the matches, and well, I mean, doctor, what is your analysis of this?
Well, I don't know about analysis, but I know one thing for sure. This is the moment of VCC. This is where each and every team is fighting it all out. Every team is on the top form. Every team is in its prime. So they really want to win each and every matches that are coming in their way. And that is what is making this tournament more interesting because everyone
And
with them in the top form playing it against the other teams who are in top form as well. It has never been a one-sided affair with these two teams, FS Sports and ROHOE, and who is gonna win and go against God Particles. It is not gonna be a one-sided affair as well. These teams they have been playing like from 3 days, I think, from 10
yeah,
a.m. team till
yeah,
11 p.m. every day. So like they're just grinding and grinding it all out, and this is the moment where they are in their top form, and they are gonna go up against some of the best teams who are
because
in their top form.
Because I mean, I've seen, like even yesterday, we're talking about Reckoning yesterday. They've been playing for a couple of days, and yesterday was a marathon for them. They were playing from 10 a.m. all the way from 10 a.m. all the way down to like 8:30 a.m. We played 3 p.m. We finished the game. They were playing
Yeah,
throughout that, and not just them. Any esports org that you see right now, or else Valorant enthusiasts, these guys have a whole lot of tournaments out there. They're grinding. These guys, I mean, they are neck on neck. Their skill sets are on pristine condition, and the action is just heating up. We got a lot more action
yeah,
coming on today. FS Esports, RH. I mean, these guys have also been in the scene. They've been grinding a lot recently. These guys are a part of a lot of other tournaments as well. But now, standing the way they are and standing in this tournament, they have proved to be, both of these teams have proved to be a worthy opponent for each other again. But in my opinion, RH, in my analytical opinion, RH do have the higher up advantage because the teams that they faced, they are a couple of I mean the teams which RH have faced are kind of more uh powerful in my opinion. But of course, FS you can't take them down as well. FS has got some insane talents in their team, and time can tell us, man. We are gonna be. I really don't know what to predict. I really don't know
yeah.
what to predict.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing. The Team FS is Asia Pacific rank. They have 127th, but Team RHOE they are 92nd in the Asia Pacific rank. It is not
Okay.
Indian ranking. You need to make sure it is Asia Pacific. It gets everything in APSA, and both of these teams are in top 150. That makes it achievement in itself. But RHOE, they are on a 3-win streak, and Team FS Sports, they are on 11 win streak. 11 win
11.
streak.
That's some insane numbers. I mean, 11. You don't want to. You really don't want to end that streak right now, do you? Because of course,
Yeah,
the winner of this match is going to be going on to the quarterfinals, and that's going to be God Particles. And if that winner is going to be going to the semifinals, and semifinals is going to be coming in just a couple of days. It's going to be close on, and we're going to have a whole lot of best of three actions coming your way. And understanding understanding what's happening right now, all these teams, I mean, they don't want to make that mistake. They want to take their time. They want to get things set up. They want to understand what's going on around them. They want to know how they want to play the map. They are understanding the scenario. They're getting the strat books out. So, what is your take on that, Doctor? I mean, most of these teams, what I can see is whenever the maps go on, only the experienced teams like Reckoning or the experienced teams, I've seen those teams only go for the timeouts till now, wherein they know they're slagging 5 rounds behind or 4 rounds behind or something like that. They immediately take a timeout. At 2 minutes that they get in the timeout factors in the change of pace in the game. That is something that most of these teams don't realize. Like the community teams, you gotta understand that timeouts are given to you for a reason. If you know you're slagging in the game, if you know your team is missing the synergy, a couple of your players are missing the shots, a couple of your players are not in the right mentality, the mental state is down, call a timeout in. IGL, step in, talk to your team, understand what your team says, understand where the mishaps are happening. Rethink your strategies, re-strategize, plan again, plan another attack. I mean, Doctor, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, what is your take on timeouts and utilization of timeouts from these community teams?
It actually depends on what the scoreline is. We need to know. This is for everyone who is out there. They need to know that timeout is the only place where the coaches are allowed to speak with their teams as well. This is the time where the coach can come in and give in a little bit of pep talk to his team, or the coaches are there analyzing the match at every point of time. They're knowing what's happening and what's they are doing wrong, but coaches can't
Yep.
tell this to the players directly. They need to wait for the timeout. They cannot say anything before the timeout. So the timeout is kind of very important when it comes down to coaches, when it comes down to your analysis, when it comes down to how the counter stats are working, if you are leaking or not. But on the other hand, the IGL also needs time to calibrate what's going on in the map. The IGL needs to cool down a bit. This game is too fast paced to be actually giving in-game calls and collaborating everything at the same time. So that timeout is very important for the IGL as well, to just think what's happening and then try to get a counter strat ready, because every team won't have a coach. We are in India. We have to face this fact. Every
Wait
team
a minute.
in India
All
won't
right. So
have a
on
coach.
checking the statistics, man. Apparently, FS lost to ROHE yesterday in a best of
Hmm.
five. Yep, a best of five. It was 3-1. Uh, they lost a
Okay.
3-1 in a best of five to ROHE. And well, I guess we have some redemption to do because today they are going to be battling it out in another tournament. I mean,
So
it's a long
FS
one.
is gonna be coming back, I guess. Huh.
They have to. Well, uh, they did end the streak though.
Yep.
That was not the way I was looking to end the streak. But yeah,
Yeah.
now that the streak is broken, these guys have to understand what's gonna. These guys have to,
Wait. But
knowing
if
that it's good. They played best of five yesterday, so they played 4 maps to a 3-1. So
I'm
I think these
still
guys know who they're messing
actually,
around with. I think they know who they're messing
yeah,
around with. They know their opponents. They've read their rule book. They've read. I think these guys stuck with the bind as well. So I need to take a deeper dive on that. But of course, we are going to be jumping into the map in just a bit. Teams are all joined in. They are ready. They are primed in, ready to deploy. It's going to be bind. I expect none of the less of more aggression. It is going to be absolute chaos and aggression coming in here from both these teams. Uh, well,
well,
I
Pine.
really don't know what
That's
to say,
what I'm
man.
gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say, Pine. This map is the map where we have seen too many changes come up to play. They have completely nerfed this map. They have actually nerfed this match for the Sage plays. The Sage can no longer make the walls in towards a shot that is in towards mid near the teleporter. That actually breaks the entire meta of Sage in this entire game. Now Sage, all she can do is she can make the wall into a showers, or go in towards B side, try to make a wall in towards hookah or long. But now that the pine has completely changed the perspective of walling a shot, it opens up a lot of chances, a lot of positions for the players to be in, and for the duelists to actually push in the site and not lock down a complete site.
Yep. But of course, bind does have a lot of choke angles. There's a lot of places you can get trapped as well. I mean, I really don't know what to predict, man. Both these teams are primed up, ready. They've been practicing a lot. They have their experience, and I'm not talking experience of weeks, years. I'm talking weeks, days. They literally had a couple of games yesterday, and as I say that, we are gonna be jumping in to the agent picks in just a few. Teams have joined in, and well, it's
Few
gonna
teams.
be an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting game. Oh well, okay. We seems to have a little bit tech issue. But speaking of agents, man,
I told you.
agents
I
and
told
weapons.
you.
Speaking of 80s, man,
Yeah.
yesterday I was playing Valorant after the cast I had for yesterday, and Finally, I was happy that the Ares was nerfed to that level,
Yeah.
man. Now it just feels like, all right, fine, no one's gonna be going in for that weapon. But of course, the classics curse is still there. The close one taps coming in from the
Yeah.
classics sprays, but for the
Nerf,
Ares,
nerf the
it's fine.
classic. Right, God, nerf the
I mean, you
classic.
you told me, Dr. Margaret, you literally told us on stream that someone please nerf the Ares, and then what do you know? The next day we
Ares
get an
got
Ares
nerfed.
nerf.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got an Ares nerf. Now that you want a classic nerf coming in there, let's see what's
It
gonna
feels so
happen.
bad, man. It feels so bad when you're rushing it with a vandal in your hand, trying to take the corners, and you get hit by a classic right click and you're dead. Nothing you can do about that. But more on that later. Let's go straight into the agent selection. It is gonna be FSC Sports versus RH Optimistic playing against each other. And just as I told you, this is the map of Wind. So Sage have been completely nerfed on this map, and I don't know actually what is gonna be the agent composition. But one thing is for sure that Cactus, this guy is gonna go in with that Jet. His even if it is a soft pick, he is still gonna go in with Jet. And to counter Cactus, there is a Yanq with his own Jet. I told you, if this guy gets his hand on that Jet, it's gonna be very tough for the players of FSC Sports. And same with Webby. If that guy gets his hands on that Sova, he is gonna be getting a lot of information. But fortunately, they have Kohli there to counter that Sova with the Sova of his own. Badman going on with that Astra. It is not gonna be a soft pick for sure. He is gonna lock it down. B2 is going on with his usual with KJ. And Cortez this time going on with a race. But on the other hand, the most important part here, Kamlesh, we can see Immutable still on Immutable going on with that Viper. Fox will go on with the Sky. Wave with an Astra and Vibigor with a Sova. You know what this means. That means there is
I
a
don't see any
duelist
Jets in.
setup.
I mean, I apologize. I don't see any Sages in
Of
play.
course, Sage
So
has been knocked.
right, yep. So I expected an all-out attacking lineup, and this is not. I mean, this is almost close what I expected. Map being bind. This is gonna be an interesting best of one.
But the most important part, Kamlesh, the defenders, they have two duelists right now. FS Sports are with a two duelist setup, and Optimistic, that is RHOE, they are with a single duelist setup and they are attacking. It is gonna be very interesting to see
Before
how
we do
they.
that, before we go into the game, chat. I'm gonna be asking you this again today. You guys guessed the map one correct, so I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
give you this one for a day number, the second day. That's day 8. Guess the score. Guess the score line. Let's see if you can get it correct. If you do, let me see if you can get the score correct for both the maps. Let's see if I can give you a shout out. But of course, guess the score in chat. I mean, yesterday you got the first one correct, 13 to 11.
11.
Now, let's see if you can get this one correct as well. But by the time I say that, we are back into the game. Pushers coming in here towards the A side, and that's going to be A side compromise for the attackers, and they have pushed in. Defenders trying to do their job. It's going to be taken on one Cortez. Not going to be doing much. Going to be taken traded in return by going ballistic, but he's going to be taken down by Batman. 2 kills coming in from Batman, and Batman stuck on the elbow right now. Kohli going to be taken down. Of course, Ayank hears the audio cues. He knows someone's pushing on heaven right now. Immutable going in for a. He's gonna go in for a backup. A spike is dropped. These guys do realize spike is dropped, but the turret is gonna be spotting on the push. However, B2, he's gonna be dropped down to 3 HP from 20 where he was. But of course, raids are coming in from Batman, and Batman doing the damage. I expected nonetheless from this lad. But of course, Immutable last man standing, 4 HP, and a dream to clutch the first round. Spike not in his favor. Time not in his favor. Oh, but of course. Nah, no, man. He's gonna be taken down. Immutable goes down. Defenders take home that first round. And that is gonna be a complete buy for them for the first round.
Complete, what can I say? A good round actually from both of these teams. That was not a complete buy round, but that was a good round from both of these teams because even though they weren't able to win that round, FS Esports they did a wonderful job, but Optimistic Esports they got a lot of kills on in their favor. So now they're gonna go in with the half buy with the Spectres and a half shield. INQ going on with a full shield on top of that, along with two sheriffs. So this round is still not a bonus round here for the players of FSC Sports. They need to play it cool. They need to play it calm. They can't rush in here. And here comes the rush in towards the showers. Not gonna matter because the shock dart is gonna literally tag the players down. Here comes the pick. He's gonna take one player down. He's gonna take another 3 kills already for Kohli. Might get the third. The classic right click won't work this time. It will be Fox to trade him out. A 1-on-3 situation. Spike not in his favor. He need to get as many kills as he can. And here comes the pick. The Marshal is gonna tag him down to just 24 bits of health. And now they'll try to push him. They'll try to get some kills. And finally, he is gonna go down. A wonderful round coming up from the players of FS. And this is now gonna be a huge trouble for the players of RHOE, because now they will be on a complete eco round.
Eco indeed, but however, they do have some creds to go for a broken buy. I mean, they can invest in light armors and a couple of weapons, but question is, are they going to be going for that? Because if they do that and lose this round, that is going to be forcing them to a dual broken buy for 2 rounds. So it's going to be a important decision for them. Split push is coming in here towards the A side. Dashing in is going to be Ayank, and he's going to be holding on to close elbow. But the Astra's pull ain't going to be helping there. Cortez holding a competitive angle. Going to be taking down one, but of course going to be holding this angle for another kill. But Batman's going to be coming in for the support, taking away Webe, trying to level the playing field. But Batman's getting a lot of information here from this angle right now, and he is going to be giving the information. But a rotate being called in. B2 still holding this position, and B2 is going to be getting a free kill and the spike delivered to him in time. And that is going to be a quick spike drop towards the B side, and of course a 2v4 scenario. Make that a, I was going to say a 1v4 scenario, but now it's a 2-3-0 map score. So yeah, before I complete that, that was a quick round, and special delivery coming in from the spike from Vibe. Well, let's see what's gonna happen, because look at the score lines right now. I mean, we got Batman at 5-1, 5 kills to 1 death, and the lowest score is gonna be Cactus with 0-2, and of course Fox here in the attacking side with 2-3, and Wave and Ion yet to open their accounts, and these guys gotta step up, man. You guys are slowly bleeding rounds right.
Definitely, but now this is gonna be better for the players of FS Esports, because now they are on the broken buy. They are up against 5 Vandals, and all they have is a single op and 1 Judge and 3 Spectres. 3 Spectres is not good. Spectre has been nerfed in long range. They need to make sure that they take close quarter fights, because that Judge is not gonna help them out in long range fights either. So it is gonna be very difficult with a single operator. They need to save it as well. They can't let that operator go in the hands of their opponent. So this is kind of a tough round coming up for the players of Team FS Esports. But on the other hand, the players of RHOE is slowly making their way in towards the side. Here comes the push. They missed the first player. Batman is gonna punish him for that. INQ finally trades him back. But here comes Wave with a kill of his own. The only player remaining is gonna be in a huge trouble. INQ, the man with the jet in his hand and a phantom with 70 HP and a dream to clutch it out. The spike is on him, but he is up against Cactus, who does have an operator in his hand. He'll try to plant the spike. He might get the plant as well, but he needs to get out of there. A beautiful use of that dash, and he is swiftly gonna go inside, but Cactus, he's holding this angle with that operator in his hand. Cactus misses the shot, and he is gonna kill him, but the spike defuse is coming up. Kohli is there to help his teammate out. Kohli will be finishing off INQ as well. And FS Esports, they make this broken by work somehow. And they lost the operator. Okay. That was a costly round.
It was a costly round indeed, but however, could it be the round which is going to be capitalizing the push? I mean, time is only going to tell.
Only the time is gonna tell us what is gonna happen, but this time It is a 4-round lead already for the players of FSC Sports and RHOE. They are on a complete eco. INQ going on with that Bloodstorm in his hand, trying to get some information. Is gonna be the Wolf or Dog, what is it? Wolf of Sky. And here comes INQ pushing it out, but Kohli gets that nonetheless, and it is gonna be a huge rival because the man who had the potential to get the kills is gonna go down. And players of RHOE doesn't have any choice, but look at Cortez. What a wonderful angle, and he has the spike for himself as well. Baby God, safe a bit, but here comes Cortez at the correct time, gets the kill, knows exactly where to put that boombot, and that boombot is definitely gonna help him out. B2 gets another kill for himself. Oh, Fox pushing up on Cactus. Cactus wasn't ready for that. Now Cortez is trying to push on the player, and he is gonna go down. Fox gets the kill with that operator in his hand. Now Kohli holding on that aggressive angle outside hookah, and it is gonna be a 2-on-2 situation, but the spike is gonna make its way in towards the B side from long. There is one more player keeping the watch. That is gonna be B2 with his hand on this Vandal. Will he be able to get it? Oh, they take the teleporter. They are gonna go in towards the A side, try to get the spike plant, and if this works, it is gonna be a thrifty round for them because both of these players have the guns in their favor. Just Fox is the guy who doesn't have the HP advantage, but nonetheless, this might work because there comes the Viper's Pit, Viper's Ultimate, and that Viper's Ultimate is gonna help them give a lot of ground to cover. Oh no, Fox. Oh no, Fox. He is gonna get knifed. He is gonna get knifed. No, he's not gonna get knifed. Nonetheless, here comes the reveal dart that is gonna reveal the player as well. They exactly know where he is, and Immutable is gonna go down. Cole with a wonderful shot gets that kill, and it is gonna be a 5th round on board for the players of FSC Sports once again.
Yeesh, man. I mean, that was 5-0 on the board in quick succession. I mean, FS are steamrolling this at this point of time. I mean, these guys are full steam ahead. Of course, OE, I think they have one substitute swapped in, but of course, I don't think the synergy is. I mean, I don't find the same synergy that they have right now. But of course, FS primed and ready for the kill. These guys are hunting, man. At this point of time, I don't see them holding angles. I just see them pushing and trying to get information, trying to get those early choke points, trying to get that early angle points. But now to see that, look at that, in the A side, look at Jet and Sova. These guys are holding a competitive angle. They want to push, they want to get the information. But of course, attackers drop the spike. It's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be a really vast split coming in here, but they're gonna be thinned out. But Immutable trying to make this work. It's gonna be getting the playfield down to a 4v5 scenario. Vebe gonna be pushing onto hookah right now. There you go, wave. This could be the round for OE. This could be the first round for OE, but Vebe. Oh, Ayan gonna be getting another beautiful operator kill coming in there, and now it's gonna be Kohli. I think he could be walking to his own grave. Vebe gonna be opening up the B side, and there you go. That is gonna be Kohli walking into his own grave, and 5-1 finally. RH back on the board.
Finally, RH Sports is back. RHOE, they have got their first round on board, and this can actually help them with the momentum because the momentum was heavily favoring FSC Sports at the moment. But now that RHOE, they got themselves on round, this is going to help them in getting that confidence, in getting those momentum rolling back into their favor. Let's see if this round can change something or not because they are up against 5 Vandals. Okay, 2 Vandals, 2 Phantoms, and an operator. So, same weapon buy coming up from both of these teams, same firepower. That means the one with the better aim, the one with the better strat is gonna win. And here comes the first kill. Cactus will be the one to get that kill for himself. And that was an information play actually. 3 players are in towards A side, 2 players are actually in towards B side, and both of these players are near long. So if they get this, if they win it out, that is gonna be enough. But B2, he somehow gets that kill, and it is gonna be very difficult decision for Cortez because he is the sole player surviving out there. But somehow it is gonna be Immutable who is gonna come in towards the A side. One more player down. It is gonna be a 3-on-3 situation. Kohli already near the showers. Exactly know what's happening. The players are making their way in towards the east side, and it is gonna be a lot more difficult for them to handle it out because Batman up from the heaven gets the first kill, and that is more than enough to get that information. Cole is still waiting patiently to get those kills, and here comes the kill. Kohli is gonna get one more kill out of here. Just a single player surviving. That is gonna be Vivicod. He's gonna go in towards the B side, but it has already been taken care of. There's already a player out here, and Cortez is just waiting. That's not a fake plant, and he is gonna get that kill. Sixth round on board for FS Esports.
6-1. I mean, at this point, it's a 5-round difference, and timeout's not yet used. Quite surprising.
Will be sometime, somewhere. RH Sports, RHOE, they are still figuring out because this is kind of a new playstyle coming up from the players of FS Sports. They are playing double duelists, so playing kind of aggressive for them. And actually, the hold is pretty great. They can't even penetrate through the defense of FS Sports at this moment. So maybe just figuring out how the players are playing it, what is their strategy for defense and all. That's why the timeout has not yet been called.
But here's the thing. Look at the split right now. I mean, three defenders holding on to the B side and one defender holding on to the two defenders holding on to the A side right now. But quick rotates are possible. Cactus, interesting name there. But he's gonna be holding. It's gonna be holding an aggressive angle for a choke point there. But of course, not gonna be giving much information. But Ion on the other side. If I have, I mean, it's gonna be someone walking into his crosshair in just a bit if he does not move. But timing is always never enough favor. It's either gonna be Kohli or the Killjoy. Someone's gonna be walking. Oh, wait a minute, that was gonna be. The tags come in. So beautiful tags coming in, and this is gonna be giving them a whole lot of angles to this A side right now. Attackers penetrating the A side. They have control of the A side. Spike is gonna go down. Comfortable plan, comfy plan right now. All they gotta do is play safe. And here comes B2. He has his ultimate primed and ready. Question is he gonna be using it? Bavebe. And yup, there goes the ultimate. That is gonna be the turret dinking him down to 7 HP. What? The turret doing the damage. A Yunk on the other side doing the damage with his operator. Gonna be taking on one quick kill to the Jet. Cortez playing it close to the chest. It's gonna be two quick kills coming in from the Zova and Cortez. Kohli is trying to find out information where the last person is. And what do you know? Mutable. What a spray, man. And picked in their favor, and Immutable gonna be clutching this round for his team. 6-2 on the board. 4-round difference. Anything is possible. Of course, the last round they did get the victory, but they've lost all their weapons in that round. They have, I mean, the attackers. Couple of them have good economies. Two of them don't. It's gonna be Immutable and Fox who are running low on economy, but of course teammates can manage it for them. But defenders here are running dry. They lose this one. They pretty much have to go for a broken round for the next one, and I'll probably go for the other one as well. So 2 rounds on the line because look at it right now. Cactus going on for a glass cannon operator. So just 100 creds on him, no armor, just an operator. Let's see if this guy can make this one work. Kohli playing it dangerously close. He wants to get the information, holding an aggressive angle, falling back, and playing this safe from the Viper's wall. But Ayank on the other side, trying to get me. Ayank invested on with this operator, but Cactus is what I'm looking for because he's got the operator, no armor, and he's got no creds on him as well. If he can make this one connect and make this one operator pick work, could be quite fruitful for his team. Only time is going to tell us what's going to happen. But of course, Pusher's not yet in check for any other side. Immutable on the other side, going into Hookah, going to be taking on 2 quick utilities down from Killjoy, and of course, ooh, he's doing the damage, and that is going to be giving him all the information that is going to be in A play. What do you know? Quick counter kills coming in from both the operators, still holding the side, of course, and it is a Yunk now holding a competitive angle. He can get 2 quick kills right now, and there you go. Jump spots one is going to be traded in return, but Ayunk trading back, going to be taking another kill, and does have the information where the last person is alive as well. And Ayunk gonna be playing this close, last man alive, and he has a huge task. Spike not in his favor. time not in his favor. And of course, Kohli gonna be coming back and getting that kill. 7-2 on the board. Defenders slowly inching their way to that victory point. Now, of course, Cactus did make it work. I mean, he got the glass cannon and it did make it work. All he gotta do was buy heavy armor right now. And pretty much balanced, but the attacking side, I mean, they're rolling in a whole lot of cash. I mean, these guys, if they lose this round as well, they can buy the next one. But of course, sensible decision being made right now. They are going in for a sheriff and one light armor invested onto his Vebe. Besides that, this is gonna be a proper eco coming in from the attacking side.
Well, this was very important for them to equal this round because like only 3 rounds are left, including this one. If they somehow manage to get some kills or maybe plant a spike, it is gonna be enough in their inventory for the next 2 rounds to actually work out pretty well. So that was a great decision coming up from the team. But FS Kohli, oh, playing on with the fire himself, going on little too aggressive, but getting the kill on immutable. Now they know that it is gonna be an eco round, a sheriff round coming up from the players. But it is sheriff. I mean, you need to make sure that you don't go overboard actually, if you are up against Sheriff. Oh, Cactus. Tried very well, but can't connect that flick there. But on the other hand, the players are making their way in towards the A side, and the players of RHOE, they really, really want to plant a spike. But Cortez, with that judge in his hand, what this guy has been playing judge from start till end. It has not been a single round where he hasn't played judge, and he is getting those kills from that judge somehow. And here comes the first, he gets that kill, and Badman comes to rescue. Finally, Cactus will get that kill, and it will be 8th round on board for the players of Team FS Esports. FS Esports going on way too aggressive, but this is what scares me right now, Kamlesh. It is a two duelist setup from the players of FS Esports. So when it comes to attacking, it is gonna be very, very difficult for the players of Team RHOE to defend against them. So they at
Well,
least need 2 more rounds.
I mean, true on that, but what's surprising me is, of course, Batman has performed to his expectations, but Vibe still needs to step up. He's got 3-9. Something's off with the ladder today, but of course, now that they have the Viper's ultimate ready, something can happen this round. And there you go, Ion going to be taking an early head off Cactus. And there's going to be Cody, going to be spotting the Bull Charger head, and he's going to be falling back into the side, playing a safe. Boombox coming in here, going to be giving a lot of information, but trades in return immutable. Takes down Cortez. Man advantage, huge man advantage for the attackers. And right now, it's a 2v5 scenario. Could be a flawless victory for the attackers if they time this to perfection. And they are executing the B side as we speak. B contested spike making its way to the B side. Batman going to be pushing on a laboratory. And it is B2. He's got a choice. Does he want to go for the backstab, or does he want to even go for the side, or does he want to save? It all depends on Batman, and I think we have the answer right now. But of course, Wave is back there, all the way back there. Gonna be taking a quick trade, and a flawless victory for the attacking side. 8-3 on the board. Pretty much anyone's game at this point.
8-3 on the board, and that was a wonderful, wonderful round coming up from the players of RHOE. One round Cortez didn't take a judge, and he was like, he came up with the Vandal and got taken down instantly. Bro, that was tough. But let's see what is gonna be Cortez's decision. Now he's gonna go on with a Phantom, so still experimenting with the guns. Where we got on the other hand, trying to go on get that ultimate off for himself. Oh, this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. Thank God he didn't tag him. If he would have tagged him, Baby God would have made sure with his Hunter Spirit that he gets that kill of Cactus and he takes the Operator out of the game. Operator is annoying if it is in your opponent's hand. It's literally annoying.
I mean,
It can block off one angle completely.
Speaking of operators, I mean, have you ever felt that the operators' mechanics are just kind of heavy when it comes to Valorant? Now, you do have other games who have sniper rifles as well, but when it comes to Valorant, it just seems to be a little heavy on the mechanics front. But this could just be me, but what do you know?
No, it is actually.
Iron, I don't know what mechanics you're talking about. That's his reply. Because he is just going in and getting those kills. I mean, he's got a good synergy with that weapon, so I'm gonna give props to him. He can play that operator, but question is, can he get the angle right now? Because This is gonna be a push coming in here towards elbow and towards the A side contesting. Oh, B2 going ballistic, gets 2 kills in return, and that is going to be immutable, falling back towards Hookah. And Cactus still holding an angle, but he has his knives out ready. But he's going to be jumping up to his own demise, and of course opening up the side as well. 10 seconds on the clock. Not much time for an after plan scenario, but Viper's Pit coming in favor for the attackers. Viper's Pit used to perfection, but turret is there. Turret's not going to be affected by that pit at all. It's going to be spotting in target. Could it? And there
Oh
you go.
no.
B2 going to be taking that kill. DK popped down. And wait, what do you know? Batman not going to be spotting that target easy on. Fox going to be taking him down and taking the last kill as well. What do you know? 8-4 on the board. Just a 4-round difference. And of course, we have a round swap as well. FS now playing the attacking side with OE on the defensive front.
That is gonna be interesting to watch. Two duelist, Cortez and Cactus. One is Jet, other is Race, and they are gonna go in plastic in the side. On the other hand, the players that are there to help the side be secure is gonna be Wave and Immutable, who have those smokes and Immutable with that wall. Otherwise, Fox can give away flashes. That is an initiator. Webicott is gonna get the information, but is it gonna be enough? Is that gonna be enough to stop the push coming up from two duelists? That is gonna be Raze and Jet. Those two duelists who can move in very fast, who can actually go in flying in any side. Oh no, that was a bad call going back. But nonetheless, here comes the first pick, and it is gonna be Wave to get that kill. Badman reads him up instantly, but here comes the first duelist down, and Webicott trying to get some kills. Badman on the other hand is getting some kills of his own as well. And Kohli trying to go inside. INQ on the other hand gets a headshot for himself. Kohli finally shuts Webicott down, but it is gonna be Fox who is inside the hookah along with INQ to get that information. They have the spike in their position. Cactus down to 34 HP already, trying to get some information. Fox will break down that turret and it will take him down to 66 bits of health, but B2 is up there waiting. But look at the backstab coming up from Kohli. That is a huge step coming up from Kohli, because B2 is up there all the way in towards long. One player coming up from hookah. They are completely peeling the defenders down, and that is gonna be enough because Kohli gets the first kill. The only player left is gonna be INQ, and he has no information whatsoever where the other players are. He's gonna rush in onto Cactus, but Cactus is not gonna miss that charge. He is gonna get the headshot and get that kill, and it is gonna be the 9th round on board. The first round of this half on board of FS Esports.
Well, 9-4 on the board. I mean, so far FS in the lead. I mean, well, something's gotta happen right now. Some momentum's gotta shift towards the defenders, because 4 rounds, you ain't gonna do much with that, my man. Because one more round for the attackers, they're gonna be marching out of the double digits. Well, I am. This is gonna. I really. I don't know what to predict at this point of time, man.
Well, 9-4. Basically, it can go to 10-4, and that is still a round where you can come back from. So not to worry. I think our HOA will figure something out. Maybe. Or maybe FS Sports are too strong at this point of time. Look at that push coming up from B2. They never saw that coming, and B2 is gonna take heads of 2 players back to back, and the site is completely sealed for the action. The A side is open, and only 2 players remaining are coming up from B side, and there is already Cortez holding in that angle, Cactus holding on long, and Cortez doing a wonderful job, gets that kill, finds the INQ as well. Now he's gonna get hunted. There's one player already coming up from the back, one player holding long, and here comes the final kill from the CT. And it is gonna be 10th round on board for the players of FS Esports, with all the 5 players still standing strong.
10-4. That is a scoreline I was not expecting at all. But from what I can see right now, FS are very much in the lead. And if the momentum keeps flowing the way I can see it, FS pretty much want to take this down and wipe up another easy win 10-4 on the scoreline, but Kohli looking really strong, 15-6 frags. But at the same time, Immutable is the only. Vibai still has to step up 3-6. I don't know how come that scoreline's still staggering along to him. But of course, Immutable holding a close angle, but it's going to be taking in one traded in return by Cortez. Cortez going to be pushing onto the side right now. Wave holding close, holding fast, but does not manage to connect the shot. Veve gonna be called in for rotate, and he is gonna be trying to get some information with this drone, but at the same time B2 gonna be going in for some information from the backstab. Backstab not gonna be coming just about yet, but two defenders are holding on to the B side right now. This could be anyone's around. Not gonna commit onto anyone just yet. Well, it's gonna be a slow push coming on here. I mean, defenders still not left the B side, so they do have a lot of information. They have a lot of information where this push is gonna be coming in. So they can be primed, but they are primed and ready. It is a 4v4 scenario, and pretty much doable. But Webe gonna be spotting in that recon, but he does have the information. Someone's going to be pushing on an elbow in just a minute, and there you go. He's going to be playing this safe right now. He's going to be falling back from elbow, but at the same time, Wave going to be the man inside in his own smoke, and trying to get a couple of box shots. Not going to be connecting anything at all. Kohli going in for a plant, and Kohli is going to be denied, but that's going to be costing the lives of two people. Webe and Wave going down in return. 11 seconds on the clock. Spike going down. Cortez is going to be taking down Fox, and Cortez going ballistics for 2Ks on him. Iron, last man standing, holding on to the push position right now. Can he make this one count for his team? Because there's a lot riding on this. Attackers will be marching out 11 if they win this round. And that's going to be a 3-man push onwards to Ion. Ion has to run for his safety. And he's got little to work with right now. But Hunt has been called off. These guys want to play the site right now. And Ion may just walk away. I mean, he's just going to be playing this safe. But he is not going. He doesn't want the save. I mean, he wants a fight, but Cortez knows what to do, and he's going to be pushing in and getting that kill in return. 11-4 on the board. FS Esports sailing their way to this map's victory, in my opinion. But of course, anything is changed. Anything can be changed. It just depends on the synergy that the teams have. Momentum. I mean, Doctor, you know best.
Definitely, the momentum is the most important part out here, and it is heavily favoring Team FS Sports right now. But on the other hand, the players of RHOE, they need to do something. The judges have been called up. There are gonna be judges into the play, and alongside judge is gonna be a sheriff as well. So let's see if that judge can make some difference, because it definitely worked for Cortez in the previous round. And Immutable, oh boy, he is being hunted by the shock darts, and here comes the kill. Not the kill actually, but 23 HP. He's left with 23 HP. That shock dart was on point, and Immutable still holding on that close angle. This is gonna be very tough for him. He needs to get back as soon as possible, because that drone has crushed his dreams of keeping that judge in the close angle. Now Immutable has too much to do, but Kohli has a greater understanding of the physics of this game. He's gonna wallbang him straight, and it is gonna be the judge gone down. One player down already. The judge has been secured. Will it be enough? Because it is gonna be in the hands of Wave right now. Wave is holding it strong. Wave is holding it from a long angle. Wave doesn't want to play it all accuracy. He wants to play it safe. And this is gonna be tough, because his location has been revealed, and Cactus is gonna punish him for that. A side is completely open for the action, and the spike is yet to get inside the side. Cactus gets that kill on Ian Q, but in trade he gets just 5 HP of his life saved. So he is 1 bullet strong right now. Is it gonna be enough? Because look at that. The one player that is gonna be Fox holding that angle, but Kohli is there to help his teammate out. YB God with the judge in his hand. 26 HP is all he's left with. Cortez is not gonna miss that shot, get that kill. Match point on board, and FS Sports are making it look so easy playing against RHOE.
Well, I mean, match point from FS. FS. Well, I guess these guys want to get that streak back in check. What do you know? FS, you guys are in the lead right now. Match point for you guys. I mean, but in terms of economy, if the defenders even pulled, I mean, the loses one, it's well and done. If they loses one, it's dusted for them. But if they do pull it back, The attackers do have the economy to last them for a couple of more rounds for a comfortable semi-buy or a full buy indeed. Cactus gonna be making a little bit of noise, trying to pull out some information, but at the same time, Backstab's gonna be cut off by Batman. But trades coming from Webe towards Cody, and Cortez gonna be taken down by Immutable. Playfield leveled off to a 4v3 scenario, but defender so tagged down to just 45 bits of health, and Cactus already in the A side has the information, and that is going to be Viper's smoke wall coming in here. And that is a bait smoke, and there you go. It's going to be Viper going to be tagged down all the way to just literally just 1 or 2 HP, single point of health, and that is going to be
Oh,
Mutable coming in, getting traded in return by Vibe still alive, and so Astra coming in with the ultimate, and would you look at that wave comes out in the perfect timing, and that's gonna be man advantage for the defenders. 3v2 scenario held down to elbow. B2 and Batman last people standing. These guys are holding on to this elbow position. But of course, I don't think they're gonna be expecting an elbow play coming in from 2 players right now. Wave trying to Jibate a diffuse,
oh
and there you
no.
go, Jibate works. Oh, it could be! No, the Astra! No,
No,
it's gonna
no.
be B2! And the dash, but time is time in their favor! And just
Oh. 0.07
I mean, if
seconds.
that was not a Yunk, if that was not a jet to dash,
Yep.
pretty much a round over for them. But like I mentioned last round, that if they had lost a couple of weapons, and look at this. However, a couple of players did get some nice kills, so they did get some economy to play around with, and they are going to be. I mean, one player is going to be that is Immutable, going to be holding on to the Spectre with heavy armor, but besides that, Vandals and uh, Judges invested with heavy and light armors. So questionable buys coming in, but attackers still have a lot of economy to play around with for a couple of more rounds. 12 to 5 on the board. It's gonna be it's just a huge task at this point of time. Elbow being contested right now, and it's gonna be Wave getting the best of Rays, and that is gonna be Wave holding another competitive angle. Vibe gonna be taking on another kill. Batman coming in for Wave's kill, and Immutable holding the side towards Elbow. Gonna be taking on the spike planter as well. Kohli is the last man inside Elbow. Sage does go in for the heal, but Kohli going to be taking on 1 kill and a second kill towards Elbow. Fox playing with close proximity. He can get this easy kill, but a Yunk on the backstab on a push right now. 2 quick kills can be taken right now, and there you go. Fox, a beautiful spray transfer coming in from him, and that is going to be B2 and Kohli going into their demise. 12 to 6 on the board. 6 more rounds, 6 more crucial rounds for the defenders if they want to push this one overtime and a possible victory in their favor. They need to push it to one overtime. 6 rounds back-to-back victory required from the defenders. Knowing RHOE, not going to shy away from that just yet, but 12 to 6 is a huge difference, a huge task for these guys to pull off. Time is going to tell what's going to happen. Time is going to tell indeed.
Time is gonna tell what's gonna happen. The most important question right now is gonna be Immutable putting up his Viper's ultimate at such a crucial position that is gonna deny entry in towards the A site, and he does have a judge in his hand, so that is gonna be a very tough entry in towards A site. And look at that, how they are fortified in towards the B side. 3 players already holding it strong, and it is gonna be their only choice. FS Esports, they need to make a decision. Either they can take the Viper down in towards A side, or they'll go in towards a. Oh no, that is gonna be tough because B2 is gonna go down, and IonQ has his position revealed as well. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, not gonna tag anyone, and it is not gonna help them out either. The players are trying to come in towards the B side. Cortez takes one, Batman takes another. The Cosmic Divide is there to help them out, but the spike is getting planted. 2 players both in towards A side, now making their way in towards B. Will it be enough is the main question, because they don't have that weapons in their hand. They just have a judge and a classic for long range. That is not gonna be enough. The Viper Spit is gonna be put up there, and it is gonna be very difficult for them to retake this side, and everything depends on this Cactus already on the backstab. Here comes Immutable going in strong in towards the side, but there's no one already holding the side. Cortez takes the sole player, that is gonna be Wave, and Immutable now trying to get some kills here, but it is gonna be Cortez who is gonna deny him that, and 13 to 6. FS Esports now making their way in towards the next match. That is gonna be against God Particles.
Well, FS versus RH Optimistic Esports. RH Optimistic Esports, the team which took on M4 Esports, goes down by 13-6. And Kohli, Cortez, B2, these guys are in synergy. These guys are in good score lines. I mean, we've seen these guys pull off insane strats, and that just gives me confidence in what's coming up next, because they are going to be facing on another wall for the next map. As a next map, it's God. So I mean, what's your prediction for that map? Because we are going to be jumping into that in just a bit. It's going to be a very interesting game, and God Particles, a team you don't take lightly. They're going to be facing FS Esports, the winner of this map. This is going to be a very interesting game indeed, lads. Because FS, you guys are in synergy. Yes, gotta give you props with that. But can you break it from God? Because God Particles, a team who have been in this scene for quite some time and have been acing up almost all the tournaments out there. You got some pretty big heads coming up your way, so you guys gotta fight and you got a battle ahead of you. And speaking of battles, a huge shout out to one of my favorite AIB partner cards, Asus ROG Republic of Gamers. Check out their lineup of GPUs. Check out their lineup of peripherals as well. They got some insane GPUs out there in the market right now. Their GPUs come up with the best in class manufacturing methods, and of course, one of my favorite brands out there. We're gonna be coming back in just a bit. It's gonna be God. I mean, what is it? Before we go, Doctor, God Particles. What can you say about them? What is your understanding of their synergy? What is your understanding of how these guys are going to be playing the next game? It's going to be a best of one again. What do you think? Because best of threes, yeah, anything is possible. Best of one. So, what do you think is going to be the take on to God Particles?
First of all, God Particles are playing wonderfully recently. It is Logista who is actually getting the skills. It is gonna be Scarguard, Ember, Night
Mhm.
Rider, Shivi. Every player out there in God Particles is in their top form, and that is what I want to see. All of these players are in their top form. FSC Sports, they have just won and proved us that they are in their top form as well, because it was not easy to play against RHOE, and still they somehow won it with a huge margin, 13-6. That is a great
Yes,
margin.
that's exactly what we're hoping.
And now going on against God Particles, they have played with God Particles once, and they have lost. FSC Sports have lost to God Particles 2-0 previously in the last match, and they have
Yes.
played against God Particles only once. Let me tell you, in past 1 month, only one match they played against God Particles, and that too they have lost it.
Now it's going to be redemption time, because yes, they got a redemption from the yesterday's game from I think another previous tournament, and they kind of got lost it for 3-1 in a best of five. Of course, now that they got the redemption of that game, are you guys going to be getting the redemption from the God Particle side for your my second match against them in this month? Interesting game going to be coming ahead. There's a lot to talk about. I mean, a lot of from the last match alone. Looking at what these guys played, 13-6, it was insane. The strats, it was fresh. I mean, I never seen them push out so early out as a defending front FS. Something new out of the book. Very aggressive front from what I can see from their side. But of course, it's going to be an interesting map for. It's going to be coming up in just a bit. We're going to be taking a quick ad break. We'll be right back, and we got some action lined up for you in just a bit. So stay tuned. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you get your friends in to get the popcorn, because it's gonna be a hell of an interesting next game. It is gonna be FS Esports versus God Particles in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2, day number 8 on the NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival brought to you by ASUS Republic of Gamers. Well, Republic of Gamers is sponsoring this weekend. That means the action is gonna be lit. And we had some insane action-packed games coming in back to back from yesterday and today. We literally gone through a roller coaster because yesterday we had Frag Electronics and Budgerang Reckoning a True Rippers. That was an insane 13-11 victory from Reckoning, and then we had Frag Electronics with a 13-8 victory coming on their side. Pretty much wraps up yesterday. It was really intensive. I mean, Reckoning and True Rippers 13-1. That was the opening game of that this week. Spectacular game, and of course, finishing that game was the 13-8 with the Frags Electronic, Bajrang with the Battle Sage, and now we had FS Esports versus RH Optimistic Esports. Another stellar of a game. However, FS pulled through with shining colors with a 13-9 victory, and now that we have God Particles versus FS Esports, I don't know what to predict. Both these teams are experienced. They know what to do. We need not, sell what these guys should be doing. But of course, uh, it is gonna be God Particles going in for an all-out attacking approach for the defending front, and of course, FS Esports going in for an attacking lineup. Yet, I mean, they're yet to pick that last agent, Cactus. See if he is going for a jet. I don't see Sages invested whatsoever. It is gonna be Ascent, and this is gonna be a hell of an interesting game.
You know when
Doctor,
the
my man.
things when the things just get real, when you see Cortez playing on KJ and B2 going on with Reyna. That does mean we are gonna see a lot of aggression coming up from the players of Team FSC Sports. On the other hand, it is gonna be Hawks who will be playing Sova as usual, Scarguard going on with Raze, and Knight Rider going on with that jet in his hand, but Shivi and Ember will be the one who will be controlling this entire game because Shivi is on KJ. He can lock down a site completely by himself. They are on the defensive side, and Ember can do too many things like that gravitational pull, smokes, and even the concussions. Everything. Astra is an agent which is packed with everything you need when you want to control the game. But on the other hand, it will be Batman who will be playing Astra, Cactus who will be playing Jet, Cartridge on KJ, Kohli once again on Sova, and it is gonna be the map of Ascent. This is gonna be really interesting on the map of Ascent because FSC Sports they just played a map of Bind and they completely won it 13-6 with a huge round difference. 13-6 is a great round difference when it comes to get that momentum, when it comes down to that confidence you have, and that is literally going to help these players in these games as well because they have the momentum running. On the other hand, God Particles, they won their previous qualifying match 13-2, so they do have that confidence right now. Let's just see if the momentum that was with FSC Sports continues on this map as well, or will it be God Particles who are going to be winning the first round of this half because the first round, the pistol round, is the most important round in any of the games. And here it goes. It will be P2 trying to get some information in towards the mid side and trying to make their way through the mid doors to the market. It is gonna be really difficult. Shivi will be holding that angle from short, but he's not gonna spot anyone. Scargod exactly knows what's happening. Cortez on the other hand trying to gain an entry, but look at that. Just aware of the possibility that somebody can come from behind and he is gonna take down Scargod, but on the other hand, Hoax takes one player for himself. Cactus trades Ember, and Hoax is the sole player left in the sides, gets one more, might get another, he does! The classic right click works! It is a 2-on-2 situation, but Kohli, out of nowhere, get both of these kills, and it will be the first round in the favor of FS Sports.
First round in favor of FS Esports, and well, they have been. I mean, they've been charging ahead, full steam ahead for the last map, and I expect nonetheless from them this map as well. But before we go to the second round, chat, one last chance. Yes, let's go. I mean, last map you guessed you expected 13-5. Well, kind of missed it a little late, but What is your prediction for this map? It's going to be FS and got Particles right now holding on to this mid position. That's going to be Astra coming in for the save. And that is going to be leveling this off. No one's got any much information, but rotations have been called towards the A side. I don't know what's happening right now. Defenders making a lot of noise, rotating on towards A, and mid B completely sold off, not yet contested for. Of course, Hoax coming in here to play close angle. Gotta be spotting on Cactus. Cactus has the weapon advantage. Gonna be taking on one kill. Gonna be dashing out of that position. Man advantage for the defense attackers at this point. 5v4 scenario. Spike in their favor. And of course, map control. Little heavy towards mid. Awful lot of noise made here. Shivi gets the noise cue. Gets the audio cue. And he is gonna be playing this safe. He knows he has a weapon disadvantage. He waits in for his teams here. And they are going to be going in for a team push. That's what's going to happen. They know they don't have the proper weapons to hold on to this position, and here is where the experience comes in. Look at them. None of them making any mistakes, but B2 going to be going a little early on, going to be taking on Ember and Cortez. Holding this market position, gonna be dashing in together. B2 gonna be getting on Scarguard, and the last two defenders are gonna be trying to get the exit frags coming in here towards spawn. But Batman checking the angles, he knows that these guys are gonna be trying to get some exit frags, and spots in one, does not manage to connect, but does not spot in the killjoy. Does spot the killjoy, and there you go. Batman goes ballistic. 2 quick kills coming in here. Shivi and Knight Rider going down.
I love the
2
patience
to
of God
0.
Particles here. Alright? They were not going over aggressive. They knew that they lost the round. But rather than going on aggressive, they were trying to get some exit frags. That's the kind of patience you need when it comes to a competitive gameplay. And they're doing wonderful job in that.
2-0 on the board, man. But of course, it's going to be a first buy round for all the defenders. Defenders, I mean, weapon disadvantage was there for them, so they kind of lost a couple of rounds. But this is the full buy for them. Let's see if these guys can make this one work after a full proper buy in their favor. Scarguard holding on to this garden position, and now the drone is going to be trying to get some information. Oh, but he has all the information, he has all the time, he can play with this information. But of course, backstab, this is Batman pushing on towards mid with the spike. Mid is not checked at all. These guys can capitalize on towards mid. Cactus holding on a position towards garden, not going to be giving much information at all. Mid is actually open, doors closed onto market. That's not going to be helpful at all. That turret's going to be blinded, and they have made their way towards defender spawn. And Shivi senses danger coming in here, and he's going to be trying to fire a couple of shots. Not going to be doing much. Cactus going to be trading in return, and there you go. Shivi and Ember take 2 kills in return, but B2 does manage to level off the playing field. 3-on-3 happening right now. Ember going to be playing under Heaven. Not going to be a heavy fighting position, but does manage to kill one. And that's going to be Batman, and he's going to be traded in return. Cortez and B2 doing damage. It's all down to Knight Rider. Knight Rider, last man alive, is the Jet, has the Vandal. Can make this one work, has the HP, but not much armor to play around with. Turret's going to be spotting him, and he is going to be going down. And B2 getting the last kill, and FS Esports getting the 3rd round in beautiful fashion.
3-0 already. The momentum surely is working on for the players of FS Esports, and they have pushed on God Particles on another eco. 3 sheriffs, 2 classics. Maybe that classic will be upgraded. Yep. 5 sheriffs. Yep. 5 sheriffs we are gonna see up against 5 rifles. That is 4 vandals and a phantom against heavy armor. So 1 headshot from a long range is not gonna work. The player will still survive with 5 HP. Because that is the most annoying thing the sheriff has to offer. When you get a crisp headshot on a player and it damages only 145 bits of health. Man, that's annoying. And you need a follow-up kill as well, follow-up shot as well. But nonetheless, B2 trying to go on a little close, so the sheriff can be deadly. Let's see if that deadly gun can get some kills or not. The reveal dart is gonna reveal some positions out there, but look at that. Batman trying to get some information. Batman gets that kill from mid, and here comes B2 with 2 important kills right in the start. And the last player in towards mid is gonna be Scarguard left, Ember being taken down, and Kohli will be the one to finish it off with a classic in his hand, and the Sheriff will be secured as well. A good round coming up from the players of FS Esports. 4-0 is the situation, but now Knight Rider, finally the man has got his hands on that beast, the operator. That operator can surely change the tide of this entire game. I'm sure that Knight Rider, this guy doesn't miss a lot of op shots, and the players of FS Esports, they surely know it that you never ever go on in front of Knight Rider if he's on an op. Let's see what is gonna be the plan of action here.
Well, but 4-0 on the board. I mean, it's just sailing away for FS Esports. These guys are on the lead. These guys need to understand that the defenders need to understand that they are leaking left, right, and center. These guys need to hold on to their angles to perfection. But of course, man advantage for the attackers right now that they have the weapon and the angles right now. And Knight Rider holding on to this B main position. No one's going to be pushing out a B, so that's going to be a free information. This. Oh, Cortez gonna be getting on a Knight Rider, and that's gonna be opening up the B side. And Cortez gonna be making his entry point towards B, but Shivi gonna be taking down Kohli. But Cactus is there for immediate trade. Ember gonna be pushing on towards mid. Last two defenders standing. It's gonna be Ember and the Sova. That's gonna be Ember, last man standing, pushing on towards Market, but huge disadvantage in terms of viewpoints and man disadvantage as well. Now, let's see what's going to happen. Ember going to be playing this. Is he going to be going in for the exit frags, or is he going to be going in for a comfortable save? Trying to get a couple of shots, but does manage to take the head of B2. And he is running back for a comfortable save. And presumably should be getting that save as well. I don't think he's going to be getting any exit frags from this long off. But that is going to be securing the 5th round for the attackers. That's going to be 5-0, a 5-round difference for the attackers. What do you know? I mean, Doctor, I mean, this is just, I didn't expect a 5-0 line coming off early on.
Actually, to be honest, this 5-0 line is something that anyone can get fooled by. But God Particles, you need to make sure you are up against God Particles. This team has proven to get a comeback from 12-2 scoreline and win it out from 14-12. So God Particles, even if it's a 5-round lead, it's not enough. 5-0 is never enough against God Particles. Even 10-0 is not gonna be enough against God Particles, because I myself have personally seen them. I have casted that match. It was 12-2. God Particles were losing. The comeback started. It was 12-12. We went on to overtime. Then it went 14-12. That's how tough this team is. So don't get fooled, viewers. Don't get fooled. This team is still strong. It is gonna be interesting actually to see, because 5-0 scoreline. This is something that usually scares the opponent. This is something that usually proves that your opponent has a momentum in their favor, has a lot of confidence, and getting 5-0 instant gives a confidence boost to yourself as well. As if you are an FS Esports, you'll be very happy to see that. But anyone can get fooled by that. And God Particles, they are very good in this kind of situation. They don't give themselves up for the pressure. They don't give themselves up for the momentum. They continuously try to go hard. They continuously try to grind, and that usually works. Let's see. 5-0 is the scoreline right now. A quick tech pause ended even before I noticed, but nonetheless, tech pause is over, and we are seeing a Vandal in the hands of only one player, and it is gonna be Kohli trying to pick in towards P main. All the players are stacked in towards P main. Maybe FS Sports will try to go in towards a huge push in towards P main. They exactly know what's happening. They have predicted the Seco round coming up into play as well. Here comes the first kill in the entry. B2 will be the one to take that kill. Flashes are on point. The Lear is on point. Here comes another kill from Kohli. Knight Rider on the other hand was able to secure one kill for himself. It will be Knight Rider who is playing on close angle. Might get another. Oh no! Oh, nearly gets him. But it is not gonna be enough, because 3 players are still surviving. And FS Sports are gonna be in their 6th round. 6-0 on board. and now God Particles have got themselves a full buy.
6-0. I mean, these guys are just racing for this map number 2. Look at the scoreline right now. B2 is sitting out 9-2, but of course, Scargod yet to open his account at 0-6, and 6 rounds have been committed. I mean, Scargod, he still needs to step up, but of course, 4 of the defending side players have their ultimates ready. We could see some action. We could see some heavy action coming in, because even the defenders have 4 people having their ultimates ready as well. This could be the ultimate round in the game, but are they going to be using all these ultimates to perfection? But here's what's going to happen. Mid is being closely contested here by B2, who's going to be falling back, going to be blinding out the sides a little bit here. Ember going to be trying to take a peek, but it's going to be tagged down to 87 HP, so that's 24 bits of armor on his belt. It's going to be getting the spike in his check, going to be picking up the spike, and man advantage for the defenders. 5v4 scenario right now, but B2 making his way towards the A side, where Cortez going to be taking on 1 kill towards the A side, and B side, apologies, and is going to be trying to dink up a little bit more. Wait a minute. If Soa goes down, this could be the opening of this B side, but of course, Knight Rider coming out with the knife is going to be taking out 1 kill. Cody going down, and 6-0 on the board for both these teams. Something has to be done. Defenders need to get this round back in check, because they're bleeding rounds at this point of time. Knight Rider trying to get some information, but here comes Astra. Going to be calling it that wall. It's going to be securing the push for the defenders into the sides. That's going to be blinding a lot of vantage points for the attackers as well. Here's what's going to happen. Cortez playing it close, going to be taking on 1 early kill. Jet flying up is going to be taking in Cortez, but Knight is the person in check right now, and that is going to be a debate move coming in, and Cactus going to be taking down Knight Rider. 7-0 on the board, forcing the attackers to go for a broken buy, because in terms of their economy, they are kind of broken. They can salvage what they can, and they can buy up a bit, but question is, how many rounds are these guys going to be choking up without the buys? Because they need the weapons, they need the angles, they got the skills, they just need the weapons, and they need the timing in their favor.
7-0. FS Esports is now just rolling on the clock. They are just balling right now, getting those skills back to back, putting their crosses onto the heads of the players. They already won the previous match, so they are pretty warmed up as well. God Particles, on the other hand, this is the first match today for them, so it is gonna be a little late warm up for them, but nonetheless, I still believe that it is gonna be a tough match for either of the team. God Particles, they are doing fine, but they are just leaking here and there a bit. But look at that Shibi. He is in a wonderful position, but it's not gonna be enough, because it will be Cactus to get that kill. On the other hand, Scargod gets Cactus in return. Knight Rider with that Marshall in his hand. Oh, I really thought for a moment that he will get that headshot, but FSB2 will be the one to tag him out. The only player remaining is gonna be the Ember, and Ember is in a huge problem, because the players are making their way in towards the A side. The spike was in his possession, and the players, they exactly don't know where he is. Now the position has been revealed. They'll make their way in towards near the spike, and here comes Ember with a beautiful kill and a beautiful read on towards the players' motives. But look at that Kohli. He has given him a sound. He exactly knows what's happening, and Ember is following Kohli's footstep. Ember might get another good spot for this post-plant scenario if the spike gets planted, and he can actually deny the plant as well. 11 seconds is all he's left with. The spike is making its way towards side. They exactly know what's happening. Here comes the first kill. Might get the second. He gets it with a 4K. Ember finally gets a round on board for the players of God Particles. Ember, what was that? A wonderful play coming up from him. A wonderful play.
1-7 on the board. Finally, I mean, God Particles finally getting a 1 round, but they gotta keep the momentum up. They gotta keep this synergy flowing within the team. There's a whole lot of space to catch up to, because it's a 6-round difference. You guys gotta get up to at least a 5-round lead, or a 5-round difference, to come back in when the switch happens.
Oh no, Knight Rider! What? Oh no!
Skagot, that was a violation, but of course Skagot is going to be letting off the playing field to a 4-on-2 scenario. Last two attackers, kind of perplexed on what to do. I mean, these guys, they were caught off guard with that operator shot, and then comes Raze with the ultimate. Well, of course, these guys are caught off guard. I don't think they have any information or any plan whatsoever what to pull off right now, other than just get picks, try to understand where the game is going to be flowing, and they're just going to be playing on to that playstyle. But mid being contested, look at the defenders moving in synergy. These guys are covering them in all four angles, and Ember is going to be going ballistic, popping off the head of B2. And Knight Rider, now that he's spotted off the last surviving Sova, he's going to be falling back to safety with his HP. And Ember going to be coming from the back, and Shivi going to be taking the kill off Kohli. 2-7 on the board. This is the second map for day number 8, week number 4. And timeout finally coming into play from the attacking front, FS Esports. And this is the thing. As soon as they see that the opponent has come back with 2 back-to-back rounds, they call in a timeout. They're trying to break that flow of synergy coming in. Because this is what's going to happen. You got to use your timeouts. Understand your timeouts. Use them to perfection. You may not get much, but that timeout is going to be giving you a minute to relax, understand, recalibrate, and re-strategize your gameplay.
Definitely a wonderful move, and to be honest, that entire round should have been called illegal. Knight Rider with that aggressive pick with that operator. That was the most illegal move I have ever seen in Valorant. You should not do that to your opponents. Your opponents might get scared with you seeing that op in your hand and you getting that pick, going back safe and sound. Then comes your teammate with a ultimate, gets 2 kills from that, and again, it is like a 2-man lead already for you. Even if you lose a man in process, that round was too much to take in at a single moment. This timeout was very important for the players of FS Sports. They tried to calm down. It was too fast-paced game in that round, so they tried to just calm down the hype that was all going on. And second part, they were trying to break the momentum that went into the favor of Team God Particles. This is kind of a good move coming up from FSC Sports. Let's see if they have thought of some different strategies to come into play, and look at that. The pace of the game have completely changed right now. They are trying to take some aggressive picks in both of the sides, FSC Sports, and here comes the first kill, but it will be Shivi instead of Cactus who gets that kill. But oh, Kohli, he comes in with a beautiful kill. The only player in the side is gonna be Shivi. He is gonna go down as well. A 2-on-2 trade coming up from both of these sides. It is gonna be a spike plant coming in towards the A side. That Cosmic Divide might help, and FSB2 misses the jump on towards the generator. But nonetheless, the spike is gonna get planted soon, and here comes Cortez from the backstab, gets that kill on Knight Rider, but Hawks was there to trade him out once again. It is a 2-on-2 situation. One player in heaven, one player in gardens, coming up from the shot, might get that pick, and B2 was quick on his trigger. B2 gets that kill. The only player remaining is gonna be Hawks, and he is all the way up there in towards heaven. And this is gonna be very difficult because the Hunter's Fury is all ready. Hunter's Fury is ready to be pierced in. So if he just tries to get those plant, diffuse, anything, the Hunter's Fury is gonna come up. And here it comes. He baited the Hunter's Fury out, but oh, nonetheless, there's still one more player remaining. That is gonna be B2, who is holding on the close range. His position has been spotted, and he is trying to get some kills out of here, but his position has been revealed in return as well. Cole with a wonderful play. B2 with that discipline not to pick in onto that spike, and somehow they are saved as well by that spike detonation. That was a good round coming up from FS Esports. A single a single timeout changed the pace of this entire gameplay. 8 to 10, FS Sports, they recalibrated their decision. They just went inside it, and they just tried to get some picks rather than going on with some disciplinary action or waiting for the God particles to come in. But look at that, Scar God going on aggressive this time. He's gonna get the first pick for his team. That is definitely gonna help them out. Cortez He's in towards mid, in towards the doors, trying to get some angles, but Cactus, oh no, he's just went inside the site and the spike is gonna get planted. It is a 4-on-3 retake situation coming on from the players of God Particles. God Particles, they are in a man advantage, but Cactus, oh no, in a very wonderful position, gets the first kill, but Skargard was there to trade him out. Skargard has been spotted. 2 players remaining are inside the site. Badman, oh no, Badman exactly knows what's happening. Badman knows where the player is, but Badman misses the shots. Now his position has been revealed, gets the first kill. He exactly knows where Shivi is coming from, and Badman gets the second kill as well. The last player remaining is gonna be Shivi. 52 HP is all he's left with. Will Badman get it? Badman will get that kill with a wonderful 3k. He's gonna save the day for FS Esports. Badman, what was that? That is incredible. Incredible play coming up from the players of FS Esports, and incredible play coming up from Badman. Talk of impact kills here.
Oh, high impact player indeed, because I mean, look at this. Look at the score sheet right now. Ember going to be 9-8, but of course, B2, Cody, and Cactus stepping up with 13-12. What is going on? 13 frags to 5 deaths. Cody on 12 frags to 6 deaths. Is shortly followed by Cactus with 12 frags to 8 deaths. But here a push coming on to this A side right now with the knives out from Cactus. Can make this connect. Going to be spotting the turret a little early on, and he has his knives. Going to be blinded in for and all set in for a push, but Astra not going to be doing much hoax on the other side. So now that the attacker killjoy is deployed, they know the site is going to be fairly empty. They're going to be dashing into the site, trying to get some information, but no players have been detained, but a lot of information is being leaked left, right, and center. That is going to be Hoax trading on 1 kill with the Spectre, and Cody coming in for a backstab, but B2 not doing much. Going to be breaking this door. Of course, Garden's going to be held on it by 3 people. That is not going to be looking good for the attackers. They're going to be playing this to outer perfection, and Badman, last man standing, does manage to get one. This man did clutch this last round for his team. Can he clutch this one again? He's the Astra as well. Defenders have pulled off a win, and Ember not going to be walking away with that kill, and this is going to be the 3rd round for the attackers. Of course, that was the switcheroo. That's going to be a 9-3 on the score front, where the teams make their switch. FS now moving on to the defending front, and God on the attacking side. Well, let's see what these guys can put off on the table. Time is going to tell, because one of these teams is just be a 4-round away from victory, securing their spot in the semifinals with some more awesome teams. And one of these teams are going to be sent out packing. Question is, which one is it? And 3-9 is where we're standing at now. With the switch is going to be a hard-on eco for these teams. No armors, just Cortez. In both the teams, there's just one player who's investing on light armors. Others are all investing towards ghosts, and they are going to be pushing on towards mid and towards the A B sites. Bit less contested, but long range shots coming in, and that is going to be the spike itself. Skargard trying to do a little bit of damage, and yep, does take the kill of Cactus, and Knight Rider is going to be going ballistic. B2 going down, but Cortez coming in for a backstab. Shivi is down, but Spike in their favor. All they gotta do is hold on to this Spike. Now look at this backstab coming in here, cutting off from Badman. Badman taking on 2 kills, so his name Ember coming on from mid, and that is going to be Ember to hold on to this. Spike against him, time against him, players against him. It's going to be a 3v1 scenario. He has to clutch this round for his team, because this is going to be marching the defenders onto double-digit numbers. And of course, this is going to be a very, very interesting round. There you go. Ember going to be exposing his position, and that is going to be making the defenders fall back, and they want to regroup. They want to play this safe. Turret being deployed, not taken down just yet. Does manage to tag him a little bit. 94 points of health. No armor, but he has a whole lot of utilities to play around with. Recon going to be revealing his position as well. It's odds are stacked against him. Not managed to connecting the heads. 44 HP onto Ember. Ember, can he make this one work, my man? But the Astra's smoke gonna be helping them a little bit. 14 seconds on the clock. 2 HP and a Dream not gonna be doing much, because there is Kohli denying that push, and of course defenders marching on to double-digit numbers. Interesting set of plays coming in here from these teams. Interesting set of plays. FS in perfect synergy. These guys are full steam ahead, racing ahead. Look at their economy. They got perfect economies to go for a comfortable buy, but at the same time, defenders, attackers are going in for a force buy. The second round, even though they lost after the switch happened. But let me just tell you, let me tell you guys, if they lose this one round, that's going to be giving them 11th round for the defenders. But of course, going to be tagging the economy down to a very low bad eco, so that could possibly give them the game point round as well.
The decisions need to be made in this kind of situation where you are with a 7 points round difference, that too not in your favor. It's gonna be very tough decision for the players of God Particles to make. But Cactus, oh no, will he be able to get 2 kills? He get once, but B2 is there to help his teammate out, gets another. They still don't know that they have got the spike in their favor, and they won't know until the smoke comes down. Now they exactly know what's happening. They have the spike, they have the position. One player is already in towards mid. That is gonna be one and only KJ. KJ can definitely try to take the bomb in his position, but he has been confronted on 3 different angles, on 3 different fronts. On the other hand, Badman is still getting those kills, and the only player in towards mid was Shivi. He is gonna go down. Ember now left once again to clutch it out in 1 versus 3 situation with same 3 players. It is gonna be too difficult for Ember to clutch this out. He has a Spectre in his hand, not good for long range. Batman, he gets that kill with a Spectre, and it is gonna be 11th round on board for the players of Team FS Esports Hot Particles. This is where it gets scary. This is where it gets tough. God Particles, they don't have money at this point of time. Just a single Marshal. Maybe some Spectres can come in. Or maybe the Sheriffs are coming in. 2 Sheriffs I can see. Will it be enough, Kamlesh? That is the question. Because if they lose this, it is gonna be a very difficult round for them.
I mean, like I told you, they lost the last round. Now they look at them. They are in a broken buy round. They really got nothing to play around with. And in terms of weapon disadvantage, they got a huge weapon disadvantage. And if they lose this one, it's going to be game point for the attacking defenders. In this case, 2 kills quickly coming in for the defenders. Spike not yet in sight, but Spike has made its way to defender spawn. But Hoax gonna be going ballistic, taking in 2 quick kills. B2. Wait a minute. Cactus not understanding. The spike has already made its way for a backstab here. But Knight connecting that shot, but just a little bit of a miss. Could prove quite chaotic here right now. Oh, Cactus gonna be playing back. Hoax going ballistic. Gonna be that's gonna be the spike itself. And attackers pull this round back to their name.
11-4. How did they win it? I don't know. But
I mean, they got a couple of easy shots coming in, but now that one round came back to the attackers' side, they can't pull this one back. I mean, but again, it is gonna be a huge task for these guys. These guys gotta win 8 rounds back to back to pull this on to an overtime, or or even push it to a win. 8 rounds back to back. The lead is just too big. They gotta pull off some insane stunts to get this one back. Look at this, mid still weak, mid still leaking. Skaga trying to use that, trying to get that information, trying to capitalize on this mid push. And now that they know mid is also being contested for, they are going to be rotating on. A side completely sold off. No one's playing in A, but of course, forward into A, they got a couple of people holding on to the positions. Badman's gonna be taking the first kill, but he's gonna be traded immediately in return. B2 is gonna be pushing outside, and Cactus is gonna be taking in 2 kills in return as well. It's down to a 2v4 scenario right now. Defenders in a huge advantage, and attackers in a huge disadvantage. Attackers. Shivi gonna be leading the charge right now, and he is gonna be exposing his position. That it's gonna be a B push. Calls are being made. Cody is gonna be holding on to a close angle, and he's gonna be debating the push in towards his area. He's doing this because he just wants to give as much as time as for his team to rotate. And there you go, Kohli suspects a backstab coming in, and he is going to be wait, and it's all down to Shivi, and Shivi goes down quickly after Hoax, and there you go, game point for the defenders.
12-4. My boy Kohli is still again back on his Odin. Kohli and Odin, it goes side by side. I don't know why, but anytime I'm seeing Kohli on the map of Ascent, I'm seeing this guy buying an Odin in the end rounds. But nonetheless, 12 to 4 is the situation. 8 rounds back to back to push it to overtime is needed from God Particles. Gonna be really difficult. After this, it is gonna be semi-finals, so the stakes are high. It is a knockout tournament, so they need to get as much kills as they can. They need to win it out. Look at that, Knight Rider going in strong, gets one kill, but on the other hand, gets traded instantly. And Cactus come in with 2 more kills. He does has his lives out. Maybe he has it out. Oh, he's doesn't. Hoax. Hoax kills
Oh,
Cactus
last one
down.
alive. I mean, this guy can't put it back. We saw what he did with his sheriff alone. Let alone
Yep.
be now he has a vandal and he has the HP and armor to walk around with. He leaves the location dot on so that he pulls in the information, and there you go. The pull works, and Astra falls in to her own demise. And there's the last. Wait, there is a Sova and the Killjoy coming in for a backstab. Killjoy can catch him off guard if he comes out in just a bit, but he has an angle. But now he's in a choke point. He is literally on a choke point, and he's going to be taking down defenders win this map. And well played, FS. You guys have made your way to uh semifinals, and they will be facing Frag Electronic Sports. Well, dates are going to be confirmed soon, and we're going to be sharing on when that's going to be happening. What an interesting game it has been. I mean, it was an amazing game. So, Team Vision Reckoning going to be facing off each other in semifinals. Frag and FS going to be facing on their side, their fair share of games for the semifinals. And semifinal 1, semifinal 2 is going to be met with the finals with this NVIDIA GeForce Esports Festival powered by Republic of Gamers. What an insane 2 days it's been. I mean, you should have figured out when we got Asus ROG as a sponsor for the week, because they got some insane peripherals, some of the best in class peripherals, and of course, PC components out there in the market right now. Check out the new range of GPUs coming in the top series, 6 series. Is just sweet gear for you guys to get your hands on. Check them out. It was a pleasure bringing you this cast. It's gonna be myself, Nathan Rambo, combination Doctor with me. Doctor, any takeaways for this map? Any takeaways for what's gonna happen? I mean, what's a prediction for the next set of games, which is gonna be coming up real soon in just a couple of days?
It's gonna be interesting. It is gonna be a best of 3. That's the most important
Yep.
part. And
Yep.
it is gonna be Frag Sports versus FSC Sports. That is gonna be something that I have been wanting to see forever. Team Vision versus Reckoning. The underdogs playing up with the best in the market, with the best in the scene. They are playing up with the professional teams. That too in the semi-finals. Anything can happen. These teams, Team Vision, Frag Sports, they can prove their worth. They are already proven their worth. To be honest, to reach up to the semifinals is the most difficult thing, and they still did it. Now it is just 2 more days that is gonna be the dream to be achieved from these teams, because they will be fighting in semifinals and finals. It is gonna be an interesting thing, but I don't know how fast these 4 weeks have gone. Like
Yep.
instantly.
It was an amazing tournament. Of course, we're not done yet. We got some more action coming
Yeah.
up for you guys. I mean, just make sure you've tuned into the page, like the page, subscribe. I mean, it's free and there's free action for you guys. So why don't you just do it? Come on. And of course, I'm going to meet you again real soon. Stay tuned to our socials to understand when the finals and the semifinals are going to be. Signing off for the stream is going to be myself, Nathan Rabba Kamlesh, and Doctor. Adios, amigos.